Hello, in this video I'm going to be showcasing an upcoming operating system I'm working on for the Steam Deck. It's basically just Windows, but it has a few nice features to make it more tolerable and just generally better, and in some ways even better than SteamOS. So first and foremost, I want to showcase that the whole deck menu is here, and that's of course just because it works on Windows, and you can always exit big picture mode to go back to your regular desktop. Currently controlling this with a Steam controller. I plan to make it so that by default this isn't enabled, though if you want the console-like experience with Windows, then feel free to just go and enable it in Steam settings. It's super easy to do. The main goal here is to make this work without a keyboard. I want this to be a completely functional system without a keyboard, so that you can install Windows and you don't have to get the drivers, you don't have to do all this extra shit, you can just get Windows. So first of all, it comes with all the drivers. Every driver for the Steam Deck is here. Things like the graphics driver, audio driver, and the Wi-Fi driver. Instead of using the shitty one that Valve provides that has constant ping spikes, I use the Realtek Wi-Fi killer, and that actually works way better. That doesn't have any of the ping spikes that the official Steam Deck Wi-Fi driver does. Another thing I want to show off is that sleep mode is fully functional. If I put it into sleep mode now, it'll go black. It'll come back in just a second here. Takes a second because it's docked and everything. There it is. Right back where we were. Now, if I boot a game, I can also showcase that the sleep mode works here too. So we'll go into a game like Castle Crashers, and I can put it in sleep mode. And when I take it out of sleep mode, here we are, right where we left off. And you can close the game like regular. But for the most part, I fix everything I can. For example, the touch responsiveness using a registry key is way smoother. I don't know how I can show this here. I can't really because it's docked and I can't get it to like go straight down. But it is smoother. Take my word for it. In the future, when I'm more ready to ship this in final and like a fully fleshed build, I'll show more. You will have a Steam window that asks you to log in on boot up. This Steam window is actually ran as an administrator, but you don't get administrator prompts. This Steam will run as an administrator, meaning the controllers will work in administrator apps, like Task Manager. The Enter Gaming mode will be here. You won't have these two. I put these two here myself. But Enter Gaming mode will be here. Epic Games obviously won't. The installer is planned to come with a browser that isn't Edge. It also will de-bloat Windows, like entirely, get rid of everything except for things like Xbox and the Microsoft Store, because I figured you need that. And there's a scan for hardware that I do plan to ship with the final thing. The reason I have scan for hardware here is because when docking the Steam Deck, sometimes it can like static in your ear, and this is caused by this. This issue actually happens on SteamOS as well. It's certain docks. It's just a weird AMD bug, I'm guessing. But the issue is apparent on SteamOS too. To fix it, you just click here, and the audio device will either fix entirely, or for me with my dock specifically, it low pitches and I gotta undock it and redock it. Usually scanning for hardware fixes it though, but it is an issue on SteamOS as well, and unfortunately is just kind of how the deck is, unless it gets some kind of audio driver update that also hopefully comes out for Windows. Final thing I'm gonna mention, but I can't really show because we're not in handheld mode here. I make it so when you click on any sort of text prompt, the Windows on-screen keyboard here will pop up, making it so that before you have your Steam Deck's like control set up so you can open the on-screen keyboard like you regularly can, which still works, before you're able to do that, I make it so like you can just tap in the thing. So the first thing you should do when you get this is log into Steam, so you get control over your whole computer and such like that. And yes, the on-screen keyboard does work in everything. If I boot up a game here, you'll see it works even in like Dolphin games. This menu also shows up. Can rearrange controller order, etc. And let me open the on-screen keyboard. There it is. No problems here. Before I send you off, I have two questions I want to know from you guys, if this is how you guys want it. First of all, do you want it to start up like this with the Steam Deck OS, so it's much more like DeckOS and matches the Linux one pretty much one-to-one in terms of ease of use? Or would you prefer it if it stays in desktop mode? And second of all, what browser do you want it to come with? Either Opera or Chrome? Leave it up to you. I know some people don't like Opera because of data issues, but that's not everyone. I don't know if that many people care. So just let me know if you would prefer Opera or Chrome to be the pre-installed browser. And with that, I send you off. Next time I show this off, I will showcase a lot more of the features I have under the hood, some stuff in handheld mode, etc., what it looks like when you first boot it, and I'll probably release it that day too. So until next time, I'll see you then.